Hi everyone. I just wanted to share something with you that I was working on for my own creative endeavors, and I halfway through realized that this may be interesting for other people. So here we are. If you're into junk journaling, or you would like, or memory keeping would be another example of someone who may like to use this. You can capture little snippets of your day in a punch or a stamp. So a lot of people with junk journaling will do a full spread of things that they've collected. But if you would just like a little snippet of a day that you could then arrange into something more creative, or just keep it as a separate memory, using a punch stamp could be really handy. So easy principle, grab something, punch a shape out of it and off you go. But what made me stop and think that this may be an interesting video for people is I was actually wanting to keep a piece of this packaging that was a brass clip that I had ordered from the Coffee Monster Co. It just arrived today, and because I am memory keeping in March memory keeping, I thought, great, I'm gonna grab this. I like the little butt side, which is the back of the stamp. And I was mucking around with my stamp and I thought, is it gonna fit? How's it gonna work? And then I thought, what I should do? I should make a template because I was also interested in keeping this cat from Ellen's journals. And again, I was actually just trying to measure where would I cut this postcard so that I can get my cat in the frame. So then I thought, oh, let's make a stencil. So what I did was I grabbed a card. So the stencil should serve two purposes. One is to frame up, would this look good? And the second thing is actually how close do I need to cut from the bottom to get it into the right position on the stamp. So it serves two purposes. So I just grabbed a piece of cardboard that had some stickers on it, and I inserted it into my punch all the way to the bottom and then stamped it. So now what I can do is, if I decide that's where I want my cat to be framed, then I need to remove this bottom part of the postcard so that it will fit in my stamp. So I probably should rule it and all those sorts of things, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to wing it because that's my personality. So I'm just going to go as close as I can there. And now let's see how that works. So I can see what my frame looks like, make sure it's all the way to the bottom. And punch. So now I have a second template, but now I have this cat. And that is much easier than what I was doing, which was just, randomly punching things and ending up all over the place. So there we go. Make yourself a stencil for two purposes: to frame what you want to punch, and also as a guide to how close you would need your substrate cut at the bottom to make sure that it fits nicely into the stamp window, and punch it out. So doing that activity actually helped me realize, when I'm looking at my Monster Co. little butt cheeks, it's not really going to work aesthetically. Sure, the Coffee Monster Co. logo would be well placed, but his little bottom, maybe I could hang it in the breeze, but then this, I don't really want this. Let's try the other side. If I go from the top It's not really what I want. Yeah. I mean, we can try anyway, because I don't have to push the cardboard all the way into the bottom. I will link this punch in the video for you because I've used a lot of punches over the years, and this one I particularly like. It never fails me, or it hasn't failed me yet. So let's just trim off a bit of excess so that it fits nicely inside. This actually has a door that captures all the punches, but I tend to open it when I'm using it so that I've got a bit of visual. So if I push him all the way down to the bottom, his little butt is going to be cut off. So let me lift it up some and see if I can get something I'm okay with. Let's try there. It's going to cut exactly where that metal is, so let's try and make it a little bit straighter. Sorry, hopefully my head is not in the way. There we go. So that is some cardboard and it cuts through that no problem. Okay, so now I've got a few different things. I am not going to stick these down yet. I want to collect a few more before I start arranging them. But what I love about this hexagonal punch is that you can make them into some kind of honeycomb pattern, and then I might decide to keep them in the days. This is the first, this is the second kind of thing. Or I could get them all together and then make something with what I have punched. You know, some people will actually just keep them almost like draw a grid for a calendar and then keep them in that grid for each day. So you can do it however you like, but I quite like to get some patterns happening. I'm not sure I like this one because of the line, but I really like his bottom. I might keep it somewhere else. You know, you can get some patterns going and create something. This is what I would call a craft for people who don't think they're creative. We are all creative, guys. Say it with me. I am creative. Peeling stickers and applying them to pages is creative. Punching things and arranging them, it is creative. We don't all have to write songs, be able to draw, be a watercolor artist to be creative. We are creative beings, guys. Say it with me. I am creative. If this is something that is enjoyable to you, I hope this video helped. I will link this punch in the video for you, so you can grab it from Amazon, and I'll link some other ones I've used before there too, but I particularly like the hexagonal one because of its larger footprint and how you can then coordinate it into a little creative illustration. All right, everyone, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe if you like videos like this, and I will see you in another one. Bye for now.